Hello, my name is Leo. Welcome back for another episode of Witcher 3 Japan. In previous episode we did increase our construction capacity quite a bit. And with that we've started producing a lot of various things, or upgrading a lot of things. Also the standard of living is starting to increase quite nicely. I mean, there's some areas where it's not too shabby at all. Including Kanto is actually pretty decent standard of living, 14.5. Compared to how much of a population we have, over 50 million and all that. We're actually number 4 worldwide, so who? There's Jing. Oh, Russia is bigger than us, okay. I mean, fair enough, that makes sense. It's a bit of a big country and all that. But yeah, let's just go ahead and unpause already. So, we've got, all the Rust subsidies. Oh, well, no frontier lasts forever. Oh, right, Shubu does have the oil fields, but how much? Oh, we can have up to 21 now. We don't still need a lot of oil, admittedly. But once we start getting the... Actually, the plastics is currently spreading to us, but it's going to take up to a year before we have it. And right now we're working on the military statistics, and then we are going to get the trench works to get the trench infantry, because that's going to be very important for us. Then maybe we'll get the bolt action rifle as well, to provide a bit more small arms without having to build a lot of factories. But we've got pretty good income right now. We did also expand our construction a little bit. The investment pool is 44 million and it's still growing. I mean, I suppose if the industrialists don't like us too much, then that might have a bit of an impact there. Okay, now it's going down a little bit. We've got so many things in here that we are building, including some arts academies as well. So the ideal situation is that we'll start dropping the fine art price a little bit, but you need so many art academies to produce all the fine art that we need. Also class is something that we'll need a lot more, but right now, as soon as we get the plastics, we can build so much more glass that it's probably gonna fix that issue fairly well. I mean, we've got some extra glass works underway, but not all that many, although actually... Didn't we have... Oh yeah, we got a glass work over here as well. I'm going to give that a few levels. That should be fairly cheap. And the explosives price is a little bit on the higher... Oh, rubber discovered in Mindanao. Oh, hello. I mean, we can have only one in there right now because it's such a small population. We could maybe put in the electric fences in here. Bit of electricity and iron, but that would reduce the labor use here a lot. And thus increase the productions at least a little bit. And we've got the tobacco plantation over here. Do we, if we put in the automatic irrigation, will that will lower the workforce need a tiny bit. Also put out a lot more tobacco, so it's probably not a bad idea. We've still got quite a bit of credit to pay off, 23 million, but we got okay income right now. The legitimacy isn't the best. Ooh, we do actually have a lot of authority right now. What I suppose we could do. But I'm just going to put in a temporary tax. Ooh, luxury clothing tax is going to be a lot of money. Okay, we'll put that in for a little while. It might lower the standard of living a little bit and all that, but it affects mostly the wealthier people anyway, so it's not going to have that bad of an impact, I hope. And the extra money that we make is going to allow us to get a lot more done in here, but looks like the... Okay, we still got 36 weeks of things in here, so what is on... Oh, right, that was the classworks that we queued up. Now we only got 3 pages. I mean, we've got a lot of these art academies right now, so the investment pool usage is not full. We're actually missing about 80,000 in there. Right, so otherwise we'd be making 120,000. I mean, that's a pretty decent amount, I'd say. We could maybe get another... I know that this is an area that we built a lot right now, especially the sulfur mines. We got all the coal mines already, but the coal mines are still hiring for a while. So until the... Oh, that explains why the explosive price is so massive, because we built like 40 coal mines. Well, was it 40 or 32? Somewhere around there anyway. We built a lot of coal mines in here. That does lower the coal price quite a lot, actually, so that's at least good news for us. But now the tool price is starting to be fairly high, so I guess we'll get another few tooling workshops over here. We'll go to 50 total. That'll probably last us for a little while. And since the economy of scale cap for us is 50 right now, I'm pretty sure we can increase it further, but we haven't done that yet. But also, I suppose in the meanwhile, we could probably do a quick war against Champasak over here. I don't think there's going to be a lot of nations that... I mean, there's a lot of nations that could join, but I don't think there's going to be a lot of nations that will join. So we'll do a quick war over there. We'll get a part of a Laos for our armies then to... or rather, our economy to utilize. I think one army will be sufficient. I'm pretty sure their army isn't all that great. Yeah, it's irregulars. Okay, so that's gonna be an easy one. They are fearful. I mean, Italy is leaning towards them. They can only invite one... Oh, because they put 2 war goals already. Right, but they can only invite one nation. I'm actually hoping that they bring in someone like Siam or Dynam. But I doubt that's gonna happen. After that, we might do a quick war against Johor and take the... I mean, they don't have any alliances or anything like that, no. So if we were to declare war on them after this one, it should be fairly easy and we'll get a bit more of Malaya. Oh, well, Italy sides with them. Alright, well, in that case, first of all, Navy, use one of these fleets to escort convoys down to Indochina, and the other one will raid convoys around there. So if they... I don't think they'll be able to send anything in here. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of Italian stuff around that I could easily take. I mean, I suppose... how strong of a fleet do they have? I suppose we can have them 109. Okay, they got a lot larger fleet than I do. And I'm pretty sure that their fleets are a lot better as well. They got... Actually, we got monitors as well. They got escort frigates and torpedo boats. That reminds me, we didn't switch our fleet... No, we did switch our fleet to be torpedo boats. Never mind. Let's make sure that all the ports are using the correct stuff as well. Well, in that case... We got roughly the same quality fleets, but... Like, I could try asking for recognition from Italians, but I don't think I can, realistically speaking, get to anywhere where they are. So it would be a bit of a forever war. I mean... In theory, we could do a landing in Italy, but there would be so many fleets to fight through that it's probably not going to happen. Let's be honest. Like, I'm pretty sure someone like Britain might be the most likely way for us to get recognition or something. Although Britain is relatively... Actually, what? They don't have a lot of fleet. They don't have a lot of troops either. They're only number 4 in the Great Powers list. Okay, so that's a possibility for getting the recognition. And at the same time, we can take something like Singapore and maybe a little bit of other stuff in here that they have. Anyway, we've got some troops arriving here shortly. And they will probably not give up in this war yet. But again, I'm just going to go with Champasak, so it's going to be a quick war. We can do another war afterwards. And we'll hopefully get the military statistics soon enough. And then after that, we'll start working the trench infantry, or trench works rather, to get the trench infantry. In society, we're getting the mutual funds right now in 4 to 6 weeks, so that's going to reduce the loan interest rate a bit and increase minting by another 10%. So that's actually going to be quite a significant amount of income that we'll get from there. But looks like they... Oh, wow. They're missing 50,000 from the investment pool transfers. Right, well, that's a... Oh, we don't build enough. Okay. Well, let's figure out something that we need. More hardwood is certainly something that we need. Also, more coffee, but we don't make any coffee around here. I'm going to get a bit more... tobacco, actually, and tea. How much? We still got 500,000 peasants there. Suppose we could do a bit of farms over here in Kansai as well. Although we're mostly focusing on the industry, but getting a little bit more work for the peasants is probably not a bad idea. Let's just get a few rice farms and silk plantations, tea and tobacco. Maybe we'll get some cotton plantations as well, so we'll get all of that to 10 of each. And over here we got another area that was supposed to be a lot of... Oh, actually, let's get a couple of dye plantations. So that will be lowering the dye price a little bit. We produce already 1,000, well, actually more than 1,000 in here. Quite a bit more than 1,000. But that's going to increase the production there even further. We could probably get another construction sector as well. So we'll be well over 600 per week. And then over here, is there any more mines that we can do? There are some iron mines, but the iron price isn't all that high, admittedly. Lead price is something that we could maybe have a bit of an impact there. And also, I suppose we needed to get more logging. So do we have any logging camps around here that we could still build? Doesn't really look like it. I mean, Sakhalin is a place that we could build in, but it's... well, it's not a lot in there, I suppose. I mean, suppose if we put in steam donkeys there, that'll help. And if we put electric sawmills, that'll probably help as well in the production. Actually, do we have electric sawmills everywhere? We might. Actually, no, we don't. Well, let's put that in there. So that's going to be a lot more wood. I mean, it's mostly the hardwood that we need more, admittedly. And for that, I mean, Suppose we could get some logging camps around here in Borneo. Because I know that over here there's a boost for the production of hardwood. So that would definitely help. But of course the population totals aren't all that massive. We'll get a little bit in here perhaps. So that's at least a little bit of construction work, but it's only 25 weeks. Right, what else do we need in terms of goods? Especially electricity is something that we'll need again. So let's put another few power plants. I'm sure that we'll utilize those soon enough. Steel price is a bit low. Is there any more trade routes that we could easily do for good money? I mean, we could sell some iron. We could sell some wood, actually. Russian market, well, they would buy at least some. But I suppose right now in a war against Italy, we should probably not trade with Europeans all that much. Hey, more oil in Chubu. So how many can we have there now? 30 oil rigs. Oh, wow. That's quite a bit. Okay, now we're still missing about 50,000 from the investment pool transfers, so the credit should be going down or being paid back fairly soon. And that was all that conquest over here is going to be fairly quick, and then once Champasak gives up, we'll be able to end the war. Oh, there we go, 110,000 profit. So now we're getting, oh no, we're still not getting all the transfers. Okay, I mean, suppose, there we go, 2 arms. Wait, France is having... Oh, Mexico is having a peasant revolt, and France is helping that. Okay, so I suppose they are... Oh, yeah, France is the overlord. That would make sense then. So what is that max innovation? 129. Okay, so we could increase by another 20 if we needed to, which honestly might not be a terrible idea, especially if we increase it over here at our capital, get to level 10, so that's going to be a... Actually, we'll get it to level 11, so it's going to get a 10% throughput bonus for the innovation there. So it's basically an extra University of Innovation there then. Which honestly would not be a bad... Oh wow, did we just conquer that in one? Yeah, we did. Alright then. One thing that we do actually need a bit more is more rubber. We got some pops in here, but we've already built up that all the way. Over here we can't have another rubber plantation. We could have one rubber plantation over here, I suppose. Let's increase the... Oh, there we go. Military statistics unlocked. Let's... actually, the mutual funds is almost done. But yeah, trench works. 26 months to get there. Hopefully it'll start spreading for us. Oh, and the samurais no longer give us the bonus. Okay, that makes a bit of difference there. Looks like the loyalists are slowly still growing, although right now it's going downwards. But the radicals are also dropping a lot. So that way we can make sure that there's not that many approval... Oh, and we got the bonus from the samurais back again. Okay, so that will mean... Oh, and the trench works are spreading. Okay, good. And we sank some Italian convoys. Good, good. So they're probably doing some trading here with someone. And we're just, you know, making sure that those convoys don't reach anywhere. So how quickly is Champasak losing their... It's 12.7 per week. Okay, so it's only a matter of a few weeks before they... Well, about 10 weeks, more or less, and they'll give up. Oh, our convoys are being... Oh, there we go, mutual funds. I suppose one thing that I could do to increase the mutual or the investment pool even further is if we go for the, especially the urban stuff, food industries go for publicly traded. So we'll maybe make a little bit less money directly. It's going to increase the amount of capitalists a lot, which probably is going to mean a lot more support for the industrialist interest group, as well as maybe some for the intelligentsia. Gonna make all the... Oh, that can't be made into... Oh. Interesting. Right, well... Or we can't change all of them. We could probably change some of them to be publicly traded. Or maybe not. Oh, right, it needs to have the electric or diesel engines being made. Okay, well, we don't have that yet. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's most of it. That's going to increase the investment pool transfers probably quite a bit after a little while. We're actually reducing the investment pool there slightly, but we could probably afford building a lot more. So let's get ourselves another... Let's going to get another 5 construction sectors at Kansai, because we build so many things in there that we'll probably need it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that they will take the... Oh, right, Mexico won a revolution. Or won a war against a revolution against Guatemala, I believe. All discover in Yakutsk. Okay, well, that's not our territory. Oh, and I think at this stage we need to drop the luxury clothing tax again. So a bit less money, but you know, we managed to pay off a lot of the loans that we had, so that we only pay about 79,000 of interest per week. But yeah, that was a bit of a bad impact there, but oh, they're sinking a lot of our convoys now. Where are they doing that? Probably some trade routes going to Europe. Actually, I don't know where they are sinking our convoys. I can't see. Oh, there they are. Alright. Well, regardless, this war is going to be over soon enough, so I'm not too worried about that. We are still colonizing over here in Western New Guinea. Oh, who's that? Oh, never mind, that's just the natives. Or the, well, yeah, I suppose you could say the natives to this island. Is there anything else that we need desperately? Glass, hardwood, electricity, small arms is something that we could use a bit more. Wait, do we have, oh yeah, we don't have enough oh wow. Kyushu needs a lot of infrastructure, that's for sure. Alright, well let's go ahead and get them another 10 levels of railways there. I'm sure that'll help a little bit. There we go, there's one. And in terms of white peas, there we go. Peace in our time. For now. So what did we get at last? There's some logging camps. Let's just make sure that they start using the good stuffs. So we're going to reduce the workforce needed there. Then the rice farm. Use fertilizers. The ultra is probably fine to get a little bit. Is there? We could have sugar plantations in here actually. Interesting. Can we have sugar plantations here? We do actually have sugar plantations in here. All right. Unfortunately, no opium in there. We could, in theory, if we were to get rid of some of the... I'm just going to get rid of the banana plantations entirely. I'm going to build 2 opium plantations instead. Make sure that they use the automatic irrigation and rail transportation. And, well, I mean, that's pretty much it in terms of what they have here. Is there enough infrastructure? There is. Let's just double check if there's any other areas with low... Oh, legitimacy is dropping a little bit. At some point we'll need to lower the taxes again, I suppose. Low market access, there we go. So Kansai, Western Australia, and Kyushu. Well, Kansai is something that we could probably increase quite a bit as well. I'm just going to put in another 10 over there. And then Western Australia, it's just a matter of not having enough pops, quite frankly. If we were to get rid of the livestock farm over here, that means that there's going to be a little bit more people to work on the railway, which is going to increase the infrastructure a lot. So I'm pretty sure that that will start fixing the problems that we have, at least slightly. It might take a few weeks for taking full effect. Oh, hello. Honorable Restoration. Shogunate are no longer powerful. And, well, we're probably about 8 years into this. But the restoration thing is going to happen soon. A little bit late, admittedly, compared to historical, but that's alright. Now, in the meanwhile, I suppose we'll need to wait for a lot of the infrastructure to be built. We'll get a few more levels for the motor industries over here, because I'm sure that we'll need a lot of that. Furniture, we could probably get a few more levels on that. Okay, that's a total of 25 as well. There's going to be a lot of factories that we build, and the investment pool, we're still not getting the full strength from there. I suppose we got something that is not... Oh, there's a university underway. Did we... Oh, right, yeah, we got 3 of them underway here, don't we? Alright, well, we're getting money. Legitimacy has gone up again a little bit. That's good. There's approval rating isn't great from a lot of these factions. So that has probably had a bit of an impact on what we get. I suppose if we were to increase the legitimacy, I mean, there's not really a lot of laws that we need to pass right now, are there? We got the guaranteed liberties. I mean, technically speaking, if we were to get poor laws over here, that would allow us to get a little bit welfare payments, but that would take a lot of bureaucracy to run that. It would increase the standard of living, to be fair. Which would, once we get a high enough standard of living, we could afford switching to the private health insurance, for example. And that would then still have a good effect on the mortality rate. But right now we got the 10%. Actually, is there... No, we can't increase the health thing over there. Yeah, I think if we switch to some other method in there, that would allow it. And the education isn't... Well, we could increase... Actually, that's something we should probably have an impact... Or take a look at again. Taxation capacity. We do have the biggest problems. Tohoku has a bottle. Oh, but Kansai is an even bigger one still. Alright, Kansai. I'm just going to give you another 3 government administrations. Increase the taxation there, at least to some degree. I don't know how much of an impact it's going to have, but it's probably going to be still more or less worthy. And there we go, we're getting the opium plantations built. So that's going to allow us to get at least some opium domestically, which we can then start using for our military. Which, to be fair, I don't know if we can afford doing it fully. Oh, industrialists are now powerful. Alright, that probably has a bit of an impact on the legitimacy, at least. I'm hoping that intelligentsia would be powerful as well, but we're not bolstering any of the factions. So there's that. Oh, clothing is running a bit low. Are we selling a lot of it, or is there something else in play here? No, we're not selling any of it. Alright, well, we got some over here that we could give you a few levels, and I know that we got the ones over here, our capital. Give those another few levels as well. So we increase the productions a lot. Is there any... So there's going to be the electric sewing machines, but we don't have... Oh, we need the electrical capacitors, don't we? Well, that is hopefully something we'll get soon. We'll do right there, and that will lead to the electric railways as well. A telephone is another one that we'll probably need soon enough. But there's just so many things that we need and not enough innovation. I mean, we increase the innovation to 119. You can go up another 10 points or so. So maybe about 3 universities worth. Get one over there. Plus we could get another 2 over here, and that would probably cover most of it. But that way we can, if we can reach sort of max innovation more or less, that will help a long way already in catching up with the tech, because we are definitely still behind in tech. Ah, we're gonna have more interest areas. Right, so all of that is already, well, not all of it, but a lot of it is already set up as an area of interest for us. We could maybe go for, you know what? Let's go for Rhine. There's going to be a lot of areas there that we could maybe trade with at some point. Not necessarily quite yet, but somewhere down the line. Regulatory bodies. Okay, so the trade unionists are now... Oh, so there's no marginalized groups anymore for us. Interesting. And there we go, full investment transfer pool. So while we got that, we could actually lower the taxes now. Start increasing the standard of living a little bit, and also the legitimacy is going to stay at least in this bracket. So the opposition intergroup approval is still -1, but if we can start increasing it even further, and still making money. I mean, the interest that we pay for our loans is still 70,000 per week, but it's gone down by at least 10,000 during this episode, probably more than that. Oh, oil discovered in Rio Grande. Well, that's none of our business, really. So how close are we to the plastics? That's still 13 to 18 weeks. And over here we're getting... Oh, civilizing mission. Okay, that's going to be quite nice. That's going to lead to the malaria prevention, which would speed up the colonization of Guinea. Or New Guinea, but oh well. That's going to take a while. 7 months at most for the trench works, though, so that's going to be good to get. And then after that, I suppose we could do a quick war against Johor over here. I'm hoping that we'll be able to conquer that quickly. I mean, there is a lot of nations in here that might interfere. But I'm going to take the risk. And we do not have any armies sitting down here, do we? No. Right, well, let's just go ahead and... I'm just going to start with the small one. That'll probably work. And after this war, depends who joins or whatever happens in here. They are fearful. Jing is leaning towards them. I'm actually hoping that they bring Jing in. Although I don't think we still have the strength to really do a proper landing into China. Because their troops are not that much worse. Once we get this trench infantry, well, they got line infantry, so it's worse than what we have. But not that much worse that we could afford going through properly. But oh well. We got a little bit extra pops over here. I'm just going to build another logging camp in Laos, actually. And then over here in Cambodia, we could also get another logging camp at least. And these have been set to be... Oh, actually, we could use the mechanized looms in here to reduce the workforce need in Cambodia. And then we can have, I don't know, another sugar plantation or 2. Oh, we need engines for that. Right. Do we have enough infrastructure? We do. We do. Then we got our barracks over here. It's pretty much the finest troops that we have right now, I reckon. Well, without any first aid, I suppose, but that's fine. How much do we produce opium, actually? About 111. Okay. Not enough for our military, but I suppose what we could do is we could start switching some of these, start using it already. If we go for the field hospitals, that's going to be using a lot of opium. But it will be good in the long run. It's going to mean a lot less casualties overall. I suppose we'll build 2 logging camps there. And over here we can build another one as well. Because we need a lot of hardwood right now. As well as clothing and tools and all that. And they're back down. Good. So what did we get from them? I mean, we already had a lot of stuff in here. I'm just going to double check the buildings real quick, so I'll be back with you in a moment. Right, we've definitely got a lot of ports, so we've got good infrastructure in there, but I think at this stage we need a lot more engines. I mean, we've got the motor industries upgrading over here. I'm just going to give it another 5 levels to get it to a total of 30. I mean, the steel price isn't too bad. And if the steel price does get bad, we can just increase the steel production quite easily. We've got plenty of coal, we've got plenty of iron. So that is definitely good news for us. And we don't have enough construction, quite frankly. We have increased the constructions. Have we gotten some construction sectors, perhaps? Not in there. We have built a few more, I suppose. Oh yeah, we built another 5 over here, didn't we? Yeah, let's just build another 5 in our capital. Because we still built so many things in here. Also, I'm going to give the chemical plant a bit of an upgrade, just to make sure that explosive price is staying low enough. And textile mill, I'm going to give another 3. Tooling workshop is already level 50. So an extra 70% throughput. That's already pretty nice. I suppose we can still increase that further. It's just not going to get more of the extra throughput there, but that'll probably be fine regardless. And I suppose, let's actually have a look at... Ooh, 14.2 standard of living now. It's slowly improving in these 2 as well. Shikoku could be using a bit of a boost. I suppose there's a lot of things over here that are not particularly profitable. Let's get some dye plantation and tea over here. And I suppose the glassworks is something that is profitable. Most of these other things, not so much. We could actually get some logging in there. I'm just going to do that. And maybe we'll get some fishing as well. That'll provide some work there. Also going to make sure that there's some things for us. Oh, from farms to factories completed. Road to progress. The industrialists have expressed their satisfaction with the direction being taken by the country and its newly built factories. Either for 5 years, 20% more loyalists from standard of living increases. Or we'll support that terrain. Plus 2 approval from the industrialists. I mean, they are quite loyal already. It would bring them an extra 10% interest group attraction. So that would be... I'm going to take more loyalists in general right now. I think that's going to be more beneficial for us. I mean, it has been increasing a lot, to be fair. I suppose largely thanks to the lower taxes. They were still making a lot of money. So now it's down to 63,000 interest per week. That's not too shabby, actually. But there we go. We've gotten a bit more foothold over here. Now, if we were... I don't think we can, actually. No, we can declare war on Dynam directly. Okay, we got poor relations with them. If we were to declare war, though, Jing would most likely side with them. Like... Can we get... So let's see. Over here we can get coffee and sugar. Oh, a lot of sugar plantations over here would be a massive boon for our food industries. There's a bit of logging as well, and some industries. But it's good for farming in here, in Mekong. And Annam, no opium plant. So we'd have to take Tonking to get the opium plantations, to be fair. So if we were to conquer the entirety of Dynam, then we'd get all of the good stuff in there. But even if you get up to like Mekong and Annam, and then take Laos, or Luang Prabang over here, we'd get a little bit more opium plantations, among other things, to feed for our, or sort of feed to our army. I don't know if feed is not probably the correct word here, but anyway, get our army a bit better medicine. But I do also realize that we are out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, get the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.